Hiya folks, I'm Grim and welcome to Grim Grooves. Today we'll be checking out Wayfaring Stranger from Adam Chance featuring the Hound and the Fox. I'm really curious about this. I've only ever heard one version of Wayfaring Stranger and I believe it's the same song. It was by Michael Franti. Absolutely beautiful, interesting version of the song. Like very unique and interesting. I'm really curious what this will be because that's, again, the only version I've heard. But this was a Patreon request and I'm really excited to check it out. I've loved what I've heard from Adam Chance so far and Homefree, and I'm really curious to hear more. I need to dive more into their backlog and stuff like that because I know there's a lot more that I've never heard before, but I'm still curious to hear this. But make sure you hit the like button and subscribe because, again, I've still got so much more from Homefree and that entire group to check out, as well as so much other acapella aside from that and a whole lot aside from that too. And also, if you'd like to request something yourself, you can request down in the comments or through Patreon tier 2 or 3, and I've got over 100 reactions over there if you'd like to check those out. It's like $3 a month and you get access to all kinds of stuff. But without further ado, let's check out Wayfaring Stranger by Adam Chance and the Hound and the Fox. Very meaningful, it seems like.
I am a poor wayfaring stranger.
Very different than Michael Franti's.
Through this world below.
Wow.
There's no sickness, toil, or danger in that bright land to which I go. I'm going there to see my father. I'm going there no more. I'm just going over Jordan. I'm just going over home.
This is so hauntingly beautiful, like such a different vibe. I mean, if you've ever heard the Michael Franti version I'm talking about, and I highly recommend checking it out because it's just a really interesting rendition of the song, but it's a completely different vibe. Like that one's much more like reggae and like just more folk inspired. I don't know, it's a really interesting version. It's hard to really pin down exactly what that version is, but this is completely different. Again, considering that the only version I've heard of this song is the Michael Franti version, my only way to compare it is to that, and I should really just look at it as its own thing because it's completely different of a song. Like the lyrics are the same, but the melody and the style is just completely different. This is, again, it's so much more moving and so much more emotional, clearly. Like, it has so much more meaning to it in this version as compared to the other version I've heard. Like, it's just fantastic too. I mean, Adam Chance is just such a fantastic vocalist, and the Hound and the Fox, I've never heard of them before, but they're doing a great job as backing artists as well. Like, it's really interesting so far. Even like the style of the video, just choosing to sing in this like storm pipe and things like that, like it's a great aesthetic. Like it's not that complex, of course, but it works really well here, and it's just beautiful as like an environment to sing the song in with everything else, like, because his voice is unbelievable. I'm curious where else we'll go with this, because again, this is wildly different than what I've heard before from this specific song, but it's really good still.
I'm just going over home.
That vocal fry in his voice.
I know dark clouds will gather round.
Wow.
I know my way is rough and steep.
Nice.
But golden fields arise before me.
That harmony.
Among the stars, the vigils keep.
That pitch shift there, nice.
I'm going home to see my mother. She said she'd meet me when I come. So I'm just going over Jordan. I'm just going over home.
I'm not sure if this is the Hound the Fox, but he has a really like Casey Affleck vibe going on. Absolutely beautiful though for his vocals. Like I wasn't expecting him to be so like higher pitched, like higher voiced or whatever. I think like I was going to try and say, is it tenor? I honestly, I'm terrible with those. I'm terrible at tracking them. But he just has a much higher voice than I expected him to have. But it worked really well. Pairing him with Adam Chance's vocals, because they just harmonize incredibly well. And then the female vocalist comes in and she has an absolutely beautiful voice too. Like they're all their harmonies there were just absolutely unbelievable and very, again, hauntingly beautiful. Like you can tell there's just so much emotion behind the song and the meaning behind it that they're singing about, like, and just it hits you like a wave, like especially as they all harmonize together and they come with some of those just beautiful harmonies of the song, and the melodies and things like that are also fairly like just very beautiful, very mournful, very sad. Like it makes you, again, it's hard to listen to this and not feel like just that sadness and that like melancholy and that like listlessness and stuff like that. It's just a very beautiful song, but at the same time it hits you, right? It's one of those songs that just hits you emotionally and it just stays with you kind of thing. It's very beautiful. Again, completely different from what I've heard before from Wayfaring Stranger. Like, again, the Franti version that I mentioned before, like, it's a fantastic song. I've listened to it for probably over a decade at this point. But this version, I'm probably going to add to my playlist as well because it's distinctly different. Like, you could listen to both songs back to back and feel like they're completely different songs. Like, the styles are just so drastically different. But this is also really good. Like, compared to, again, the only version I've ever heard, this is really interesting. And I'm really curious to hear how it builds and changes as we go on still. So the soft acoustic melody is so good.
I wanna sing and tell my story, a song I hear deep in my soul.
Very classic country feeling.
In concert with all those before me.
Fleetwood Mac, that's what I was thinking of. The harmony between them here, it makes me think of Fleetwood Mac for sure.
In my soul, in concert with all those before me. Before I leave this earthly home,
Echo on their voices.
I'm going there to see the others that pass before me. One by one, I'm just going over Jordan. I'm just going over home. I'm just going over home.
That was beautiful. I'll have to check out more from the Hound and the Fox, as well as Adam Chance, because this was unbelievable. Like the echo on their vocals as they were all singing. I mentioned like the echo, and then the moment later they all harmonized together in this tunnel. And like, again, I'm assuming they sang here because of the echo effect, or maybe they added it in post and they just kind of filmed here just because they thought it was a cool place to film. I don't know, but it would make sense because there were moments where like, as they're singing and harmonizing and stuff, there's more of a reverb on their vocals that just kind of resonate a little bit more than if it was just in an open area. And I feel like that might be part of the reason why. Like, I'm sure they weren't like out looking specifically for a storm pipe. They probably had one in mind or something like that. But I don't know, maybe like a cappella is just a really interesting beast where like just the style of song can be really affected by the environment they sing in because it's so just all voices and things like that. Although this isn't purely a cappella, of course, there are some instruments, but it's still just really beautiful. Like, just vocalists that are this talented and this skilled and just being able to like do so many interesting things and using the environment around them to amplify how that sounds and stuff like that. It's really cool. This song was beautiful, just absolutely interesting, like absolutely fantastic, absolutely interesting. It was though, like if I'd say this is more of a folk song than a country song, but it has a bit of country vibe to it, and I like this song. Like, it's really well done. Again, comparing it to the other version that I've heard before, the Michael Franti version, it's wildly different. Like, that version is so much more like upbeat and so much more jaunty, like a lot more of a bouncy theme, bouncy tune and stuff like that. Still very kind of country vibes for it, but it's just completely different, has like a reggae spin to it. Really interesting. But this one, again, like right from the very first moment of the song, you can tell that this is so much more emotional. Like, it's so much more like, again, very sad, very like mournful about the past or something. Like, there's just so much more meaning to it, so much more emotion, and it's a really interesting cover. Like, and the fact that each of them are just incredibly talented. Like, I knew Adam Chance was talented, of course. I've heard a few Homefree songs, enough to know the skill that Adam Chance has, and so many other guys in that group. But I've never heard of the other two before. I've never heard of the Hound and the Fox, but they did an amazing job here. Again, the female vocalist there, I'm not sure which one's the Hound, which one's the Fox, but the female vocalist with her, again, like almost Stevie Nicks style vocals there, just absolutely beautiful. It's just really interesting. And then the male vocalist had a little bit higher pitch voice too compared to Adam's, but the way that they harmonized together just really amplified the entire thing, and it was all just so beautiful. The soft acoustic guitar, even the tambourine, like just adding little elements in to amplify the whole experience. And it was absolutely beautiful. It's really interesting. Absolutely interesting too. But anyways, thanks for hanging out watching my reaction. If you liked it, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. Until next time, later days, folks.